What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and this is your breakdown for Rey Fenix Hybrid Luchador. Now, I've never seen Rey Fenix wrestle a match before, but I really like his brother Penta. If I didn't know this was a character that was based on someone real, I would say they took John Cena and just put him in a mask, like a Grande Americano style, and then made him like pretend he was as cool as DDP with the diamond cutter. But apparently, he is based on someone real, and I don't know if Rey Fenix really does the I wish I was DDP move, but his face looks like John Cena's in the game. So he's an S+ tier, modern era defensive acrobat. So think Jacob Fatu would be the nearest comparison on that. Tiffy time, in the female world. Links in gear, not really much, just Mexico with 2 more MP, SmackDown with 1, modern era. No gear, but the coaching ability. Moves and gems, trap countdown juggernaut that cause bleed will do 100% more bleed. Hi Aussie, how are you? Instead of giving King Woods a better update ability, they just moved it over to him. So good luck. Hopefully you get the S+ tier dude. But as a true S+ tier should be, he's got some pretty spicy move sets here. So let's take a look at those. First of all, 1 MP purple. That's an S+ tier moveset right there. Deal damage and increase your blue MP by 10. So big number on the finisher, but doesn't matter. You get there right away with an easy 1 MP move. No MP trainers required. Love that. The Phoenix driver, deal damage, make 35 random gems in Snowfall, which modify gems below it into blue, which is his primary color. When broken by you, then deal damage, decent amount, and increase your blue gem damage by 110% for 1 turn. So for every Snowfall gem you break, no, it's just increase your damage. See, they made sure that it's not you break Snowfall, that does the 110. It's just deal damage and increase your blue. But still, 110% on his primary color. And you'll see with the trainers, they have some really good ones for Snowfall, which haven't been used much, but now. So finisher is the Black Fire Driver, deal damage, make 45 Snowfall gems into blue, primary color, and pin the opponent. If the opponent generates a trap gem, then deal damage and make 49 trap gems in Snowfall blue, then steal the opponent's turn. On your entourage, you are definitely going to want to use Maurice because Snowfall gems do 200% more damage, which means your primary color gems are doing 200% more damage. You could use Trish. There's a couple other options, but the Snowfall gems do 18k more. 18k is okay at gold, but not great compared to certain percentages. However, generate 4 more Snowfall gems, which are then buffing the gem under it by, already 200%. But don't forget the Mrs. Miz, the Mrs. is Miz. Snowfall gems do 100% more damage, and then anybody that does blue gem damage from there. You could also use Acro Snoop, but he's 25% more, and he only creates 1 more Snowfall gem, so doing 40% to all color, which means your primary color, is probably the way to go. On the plates, there's options, lots of options, but, I would still probably use the must-see headband. There's not really any other plates for Snowfall, and no, this doesn't work because it makes your red gem damage increase, but what does work is it's going to decrease your opponent's gem damage by 50%, so it's a little defensive nod. And then you're buffing your blue so much, why not destroy 30 more random blue gems or flood the board? And again, there's not really a Snowfall plate unless I missed the release on a plate this weekend, but I don't think I did. Anyway, we're going to take Masked John Cena on the road against Zombie Sami Zayn. Yes, I did say Sami Zayn. Don't worry, it's been a long work day. Without 99 MP, which is almost immediately with him because they are only good for the month they release, which means 2 more days on him. You're going to need to hit that guaranteed, always loaded, can't be reduced by anything move. That's cool. That was a good one. I like that animation. Rey Fenix I thought was a pretty small guy, but he looks like he is giant compared to Zombie Sammy. All right, so now we're going to do damage, make our snowfall gems all turn into blue. A snowfall gem with blue on it is 1 million plus damage. So that's going to be spicy. That's going to be very, very spicy. He's got 62 million. We're doing a muscle buster, kind of. Yeah, if I didn't know better, I would say this is something that somebody made in Fire Pro. If I didn't know he was real. Anyway, all right, we're buffing our blue. Blue's going to be loaded, and we did 75 million. Now, with the blue loaded the second turn, you can throw down snowfall, and then if you get a second turn, then go again, and then throw down more snowfall. High DDP, I like, and then do the finisher. So, yeah, that's one moveset for him. Pretty straightforward. Let me know what you think on that, and let's check out something else. The next moveset is going to be triple red, although I honestly don't know why the Tilt-A-Whirl Head Scissors is here. Deal damage, yes, it's if you do, I mean, there's not really like a red. Eventually, if there's a red Sheik plate, that's what this is going to be for, probably. But anyway, deal damage and choose 6 gems to make red, but you don't need them because, you got this. Okay, so here's where it works. Like, you got to use this to load this. That's the only reason it's really there. But otherwise, you just get to go. So you got your rope run kick. Deal damage, make 48 gems, so why not 49, into crossbreak gems. And then the running senton finisher, deal 1.75 million, not bad, plus 500k bonus damage for every crossbreak gem, which is the entire board at 500,000 each. And then pin the opponent and make 45 crossbreak gems red. On the entourage, this is probably your best set because you're going to basically now be doing 1.5 million bonus damage for every crossbreak. So you need a red MP trainer. You need the crossbreak gems do 100% more with Hall of Fame Tori. You've got crossbreak gems do 100% more with Andre, the Titan He-Man one. If you don't have him, he is very low cost. That's a bad word to use. He's low-hanging fruit on the Ultimate Champions Club, but you do have to pay money each month to be a part of that, and then you also get rewards for spending money on top of that money you spent. But, if you did it for, like, if you do some polls and you did the Champions Club for a month or maybe 2, I don't know, you should be able to get him, and he's 100% more. And then Steve Austin for 40% more to any color gems. On the plates, you've got the Hogan plate, the Hulkamaniac, RIP. Whenever you break 20 plus gems, increase your red gem damage by 200% for 2 turns. So it's really a turn 2 kind of a setup, but, with hype, maybe you're going to see turn 2 more often. Who knows? And then you've got the Shades of Rains, but really, I don't have it on this account, and they can't get it anymore. But on my personal account, I do have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles plate that it lives on Turtle Raphael, because that's who it was made for. It would be really good on him. Like, really good. Oh, my goodness. So, that's a pretty straightforward move set as well. You're going to use the first red move to load the other 2 red moves. So theoretically, right, this is 10, so you would need to make a 5 match initially. I usually try and do it on top or right down the side and try to avoid any potential matches right here. Boop, there we go. So now all your moves will be loaded, including this one if you just wanted to keep spamming red moves in a future where a red plate comes out. That was cool. That was really cool. Should make the entire board, but of course we do have that guy, so it's still 48. And then you're doing 1.5 million bonus damage for every crossbreak gem, and there's 48, as we've already addressed, which means even before you break the gems, you have, already done 60 plus million damage. Then you break the gems. So this is very similar to Triple Red on Stone Cold Steve Austin. The thing I don't like about it is having to load the move from a match like that. It's not really often that you cascade, but you do cascade at times. I mean, basically he's got a crossbreak build now. He's got a snowfall gem build. both of them work very well. And if you got those trainers, that works very well. But he's got one more build we can look at. Crazy eyes. One more move set, and then just a weird one move. So this is the sub build. It's the guillotine. Color submission. Choose 8 gems to make into blue submission gems, which will do damage for 3 turns while submissions are on the board. And then the remaining will turn into 1 turn countdown gems that will increase your blue gem damage by 25 additional %. So then the rest of it's just what we did before, minus the purple move. The biggest change is you have to match to get to 10. So there's 2 ways you can do that. Either you put her away and do Braun Brecker of the Breckersons and Jerry Lawler, but then you've given up 200% damage in order to get what maybe could turn into 100% if you're lucky, maybe more. And then the rest of the trainers are your snowfall setup, right? The biggest change with this one is going to be the dog-eared gremlins plate. Whenever you make submission, increase your red and blue gem damage by 100%. So you're getting lots more buffage to your blue than you had with the purple move, but you're thereby sacrificing the quickness of it, and it's a sub build. It's going to be a super sub, so you're always going to be able to sub them. It's not terrible in terms of doing it this way, but realistically this would have 6, so you need 4. So you hope that somehow like these would be closer together, and then you just use up 1, but they're not, so you've got to use up 2 for that. These are going to turn blue, so just throw them where you don't think they're going to get broken, but keep in mind they're probably going to get broken, like right there. Actually that worked out okay. So right there, okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we still have 5 of them, but now they're going to pop because he did that. So I have to see, did those actually, hi there. Did those actually work? Let's see. Yeah, no, because it increases your blue gem damage by 25% for 1 turn. So blue gem are back because he pinned us. So now in order to try and get it to go again, now everything's loaded. So now I can do this. I can't do that. Now there's too many blue gems on the board, which something like that. Because now you're loaded with your other moves, so you just hope he doesn't break all of these, and you have to hope he doesn't pin you. Because if he pins you, then it ruins the entire effect. Boom. Now we're good. So now our blue gems are doing 1,000,000, plus now we're going to buff them and put snowfalls on them. And we got to see that already. That's great. Boom. Now our blue snowfall gems are doing 2.25 million, and we're going to make them into blue. Plus, we're going to do the rest of the board blue, and then we do the super doesn't actually look real move, and pop. So that's going to be 87 million. 160 million. So it definitely is the hardest hitting that he does. The trade-off, sub, countdown, and if you get pinned, you can resub them, but the countdown effect is completely busted after that. So yes, it hits for 160 million, but that's your trade-off. So there is one more strange little move hanging out by itself that I want to show you. So it's kind of a 4th move set, but yeah, I'll show you. It's a little weird. All right, so there's only one move we haven't used, and it fits in a really weird but satisfying way. It is red, purple, red. Rope run kick, which I loved. Deal damage, make 48 random gems into crossbreak gems. Super kick, 1 MP purple, which is nice again. Deal damage, increase your purple gem damage by 375% for 1 turn, and then deal damage and make the top row into snowfall purple gems, which will modify all gems below it into purple gems. 350%, that's a big, or 375, that's a big percentage. Then the tilt-a-whirl head scissors, deal damage, and choose 6 gems to make red. This is why I kind of said, like, what's this move here for? Because it's for this move set as much as it is for the other crossbreak move sets. So, on the entourage, you are going to need a red MP person, and then it's just your crossbreak trainers from there. So whoever you got, if it's Cena or Andre, and then all color gems or purple color gems would be fine there. The star-crossed plate is still not going to work, so you're not throwing multiply gems, but the Shade of Rains is fine. Whenever you make 7 more crossbreak gems, increase all your gem damage and move damage by 100%. I thought they were giving this away this month if you max the armory loot for Becky, but it turns out this is why this plate's in the bigger rewards. So, who knew? I didn't. 'Twas not I. I didn't know this guy was coming. Pause. All right, Rey Fenix. We're going to throw down 48 crossbreak gems. You kind of hope the remaining one, or the empty slot, ends up on top, because otherwise you just have one weird little gap there that I still don't understand. And it did! Oh, this is super nice. This is best case scenario here, because it could have shown up anywhere, and it chose to be kind and show up on the top. Then, really all you got to do is make a 3 match. So you could just swipe, but you're going to, of course, do a 4 match. If you do a 6 match, you're going to miss one. That's the weird thing of this. But it just means it's still going to break the cross breaks, because that's going to blow up the whole board. But it will turn purple, but it'll already have broken, so it'll miss the purple. So long story short, just do a 4 match and just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. From the earth to the wind to the sky. 76 million. Is it better than the other crossbreak moveset? No. The other one did as much or more, but it's different, and I like different. It's another way to run him. So four movesets. And if you already watched him, probably instead of this, because of the way I did this time, I'm going to have 4 3-minute movesets for him so that you can try them all out that way as well. But hopefully you watch this video, because this is the video that takes me all the time to make, and yet super secret for those who are still watching. Before we became official content creators, we were warned by every other official content creator that the content that takes the longest to make and gets the absolute least amount of views overall initially are breakdown videos. Our 3-minute movesets sometimes do better. It depends on the accessibility of the character. But this takes the longest to make and edit, because I have to edit all these things together. And yet it gets the lowest views. So if you've watched this all the way to the end, I want to send a genuinely honest, personal thank you, because you make all the difference in the world. This is why we do this. I'm not getting paid for this. I'm just doing it because I want to see this community continue to grow and thrive. And yes, get hyped. We'll see you on the next one. Let me know what you think of this video. Like it, subscribe, share it, and watch it to the end, or force others to watch it to the end. Go to sleep with Champions playlists playing, especially that one that we made of 6 hours of pull videos set to relaxing music. That didn't get near enough plays. Watch that for me. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye.